superheroes and supervillains? It's your friend Sean PVS 101. Welcome back to another movie review on my channel. And today I am going to review all Spider-Man movies on my channel. Yes, I am going to review every single Spider-Man movie on my channel through the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man through Far From Home, leading up to the new recent movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, which I can't wait to see that movie, which I got my ticket right now, and go see this movie on opening night, Thursday at Silver Spot, which I am so excited for that film. So yeah, I'm reviewing every single Spider-Man movie through Spider-Man, through Far From Home, leading up to that movie, and today's movie review, I'm going to review on my channel, I'm going to review Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Yes, I'm going to review on Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and this movie was released in 2002, the year I was born, and this movie was directed by Sam Raimi. This movie stars Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker / Spider-Man, Kiersten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson, James Franco as Harry Osborn, Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn / Green Goblin, the villain of the movie, and J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. And so the plot for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, it's about a teenager named Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire, who is a nerd who get bullied at high school, but then he, out of nowhere, he bitten by a radioactive spider and becomes a hero later on. But then he had to impress his girlfriend, Mary Jane Watson, played by Kiersten Dunst. He has to get a new car and impress her, and then he has to win a boxing match for $30, but then it turned to be $100, but then a robbery came and shoot Uncle Ben, and then Peter feels sad and becomes a crime-fighting hero as Spider-Man. And then meanwhile, there is a businessman named Norman Osborn, played by Willem Dafoe, who is one who invented a glider tech for the military, but then the military doesn't want that. But then the government and the military had to shut down Oscorp, but then Willem Dafoe's character goes crazy, and then he becomes the iconic villain, the Green Goblin. And now it's up with Spider-Man has to defeat the villain, the Green Goblin, and save the day. And that's the plot for this movie. So, after I watch this movie on Blu-ray or DVD, prepare for this movie for No Way Home, what's my opinion on this movie? In my personal opinion, after I watched this movie, I love this movie so much. I really adore the first Sam Raimi Spider movie, came out in 2002. This movie was amazing. I really love this movie so much. It is a really amazing, iconic classic because this movie was released in 2002, the year I was born, because I was born on August 29, 2002, because while this movie came out, because I was a little kid when this movie came out. I was born in 2002. I was not into superhero movies until I saw one superhero movie that changed my life. That is my favorite movie ever made. You know what I mean when I'm talking about. So yeah, after I watch this movie on Blu-ray, prepare for No Way Home, I really adore this movie. It is an amazing, iconic movie. So yeah, are there any negatives? Well, a tiny bit, but I still love this movie. So yeah, let's get into the story. So the story and the writing for this movie was excellent and creative. I really love the storytelling about a teenager named Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire, bit by a radioactive spider, becomes everyone's favorite wall-crawling web shooter we all know and love, SpiderMan, and then Burglar killed Uncle Ben, and then there's a villain named Harry Osborn becomes the villain Green Goblin. I love this movie so much. I just really love this storytelling because this movie was based off by the original comics. I just really love this storytelling of these comics coming to life on screen in a creative way. I just really love Sam Raimi's direction of this movie, who was the director of the Evil Dead movies, directed an amazing comic book movie. I really love Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I just really love the direction. I just really love the acting. They all did a great job. I just love the storytelling of this movie. Also, the director, Sam Raimi, did a great job. Also, the performances. I love the performances. Let's talk about the main lead. Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Wow, I really love Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. He did an amazing job playing this character. He did a great job. I love Tobey Maguire so much as an actor. He's an amazing. I just love his role as Spider-Man. He did a great job. I just love his moments. I just love his funny lines. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it to you? I just love him. I love him to crack jokes, and I just love him when he becomes serious when his uncle died. Not a dark and brutal way, unlike every single superhero movies in the modern time, but it's a happy, lighthearted movie for sure. So yeah, I really love his performance as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Also, let's move on to the other performances. Kiersten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson, which Kiersten Dunst did an amazing job playing Mary Jane Watson in the comics. Kiersten Dunst did an amazing job playing this character, which I love Kiersten Dunst as an actress. She is wonderful if you're watching this girl. But for Mary Jane Watson, I used to hate her back then. I really despised her so much while watching Christian reviews. Mary Jane Watson is a good character, but she can be a bit annoying and irritated for me during some action scenes when she becomes obnoxious damsel in distress, which I hate, by the way. But Mary Jane Watson is a good character, amazing actress. I love Kiersten Dunst. Also, I love Peter Parker and MJ's chemistry together throughout the movie. They're very well written and creative. I just love them as nice couples. I just love Tobey Maguire and Kiersten Dunst bonding to each other, which is amazing. Also, James Franco as Harry Osborn, who is Peter Parker's best friend. I love Harry Osborn in this movie, which James Franco did a great job playing this character. And then let's talk about Willem Dafoe as the main villain, Green Goblin. Wow, just wow. I freaking love Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. He is an amazing villain. I just love his performances as this amazing character. We meet again, Spider-Man! I love the Goblin so much. I just really love Willem Dafoe's performances as this character. He did a great job playing this awesome character. I just really love his awesome Goblin suit from this movie. I know many people not a fan of this suit, but I really love the Green Goblin suit so much. So happy to see Willem Dafoe coming back as this character in Spider-Man No Way Home, which I'm excited, by the way. Also, another character is Aunt May. I really love Aunt May in this movie. She is an excellent aunt. I love Aunt May so much. Also, Uncle Ben, I love Uncle Ben in this movie. He did a great job. Also, comment down below who played the original Aunt May and Uncle Ben in this movie. Comment down below. But they did a great job playing these characters from the comics. So yeah, also, let's talk about the best part of the whole trilogy. J.K. Simmons as James Jonah Jameson. Wow, I really love James Jonah Jameson as James Jonah Jameson. Those photos are crap. They're crap. They're crap. Take some new ones, Parker. Postman! I love J.K. Simmons so much as an actor. He is a legend. But playing this character, he did nothing wrong. He did an amazing job. I freaking love James Jonah Jameson. He is by far the best part throughout the whole series, in my opinion. So can't wait to see him again in No Way Home. So yeah. Also, let's talk about the visual effects. The visual effects are very creative in my opinion. I do like the visual effects. Well, sometimes they can be a bit tiny outdated, but come on. It's Spider-Man. What can go wrong? I love the visual effects. They're very nice and creative. I just love the costume designs. I love the cool suits from Spider-Man through the Goblin armor, which is awesome. I love the character designs. The backgrounds are amazing. I just love the areas when Spider-Man and the villain are going through, which is awesome. I just really love the areas when some characters going to locations, which is awesome. And the CGI is good, but not awful. But the CGI is good in my opinion. Also, the action scenes are phenomenal. I freaking love the action scenes from the boxing match fight to the Macy Day Parade battle with Spider-Man versus Goblin, which is awesome, and the climax was amazing. I just really love Peter Parker had to both save Mary Jane Watson and the kids on the box from the villain, which is awesome. I just love Green Goblin versus Peter Parker / Spider-Man from every scene, from the building on fire to the final battle. So yeah. Also, the score was awesome. I love the score of Spider-Man. The score was Danny Elfman. I love Danny Elfman's theme. So yeah, I really love Sam Raimi's Spider-Man so much. It is an amazing movie. What I love about Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movie, not everything has to be dark and gritty. This movie is so delightfully fun and happy. That's what I love about the first Sam Raimi Spider movie. I love the tone. I love the cheesy and corniness. I love the happy tone of it. It is a happy, fun movie in my opinion. So yeah, overall, no negatives. Overall, loves the first Spider-Man movie with great writing, amazing characters, awesome action, and amazing visual effects. Overall, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. Stay tuned for my next movie review. It's Spider-Man 2.